Okay, it looks like I'm back in multiple places. Hmm, more or less. Yes, okay. Sorry about that. OBS just suddenly decided I don't need to work anymore. I'm gonna look like I'm working, but I don't need to work anymore. And I very much disagreed. Also, hey Con, how's life? Am I muted for this whole? No, I'm not. Okay. I'm good. I'm back. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? That's just fine. Should be moving decently. Should be moving decently. I say as the game freezes. Okay, cool. Fine. No. All right, we're good. I'm doing all right. I'm surviving. My actual regular computer rig just decided it no longer needed power. Yeah, well, that's probably the rig. My original rig that I was streaming on a couple of days ago just decided it no longer needed power, so it just stopped doing anything, which was a load of fun. Oh, the biolab is active. That's nice. So that was just a load of fun. And for some reason, this rig does not like the hard line. I don't know. It's a laptop. I have issues. Hopefully it will come back and be no longer laggy in a minute or so once it, re-warms up and decides that it's okay to work again. In a minute, maybe, if it decides to like me. It won't decide to like me. Why would it? Okay, biolab. I wanted to work on the biolab. I also wanted to consider... Ooh, we do need the biolab, though. Okay, it's not doing terrible. Yeah, I get that. No, I had a very, very nice tower. That was got a great graphics card and everything, and then it just decided, I don't need power anymore. And my husband and I went, no, you do. You kind of do. That's sort of vital. And it was like, I don't think so. So now my good streaming rig is a giant brick sitting beside me while we figure out why it's a giant brick sitting beside me. And I went back to using the original streaming rig, which is not that great, which is basically a very, very beefy gaming laptop from like 10 years ago. Yeah. 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 So I'm having a load of fun. I am having just the best time. Oh boy. Here, let me fix something on this real fast. Let's actually get rid of that. Put this up here so I can actually see chat better. There we go. Okay, hopefully that will fix that problem. Hopefully that will fix that problem. And I will be able to babysit the stream on 2 other places. Okay, there we go. In theory, that should work. Now, do we want to talk about practice? Absolutely not. What was I doing before my stream decided to die and I lost all sensibilities of my brain? It was not building the biolab. I was actually just trying to re-up on all of the supplies that I am missing, which honestly, I should double check and see what exactly I'm missing before I go out and re-up on all the supplies that I'm missing. That didn't throw me off at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Suddenly losing my stream didn't load me off. Didn't throw me off at all. At all. I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly fine. Alright. We have all the cobalt we need. We could use a little more aluminum. I could always use more iron, silicone, titanium we're good on, and only one more magnesium. Alright, you know what? Let's just go get a little more aluminum. For some reason, I keep wanting to say molybdenum instead of aluminum. I don't know. It's just a fun word to say, molybdenum. Yes, it is a real element, but it's fun to say. Alright. We could use some obsidian. Not like we're gonna super need it right away, but, you know, since it's everywhere. Haha. Let's do a thing. Thank you. The game keeps pushing me off to the side when I'm gathering materials. That's fun, isn't it? Alright. That one, it doesn't register as existing. You can be like, what do you mean it doesn't register it as existing? Exactly as I said. It doesn't register that that exists. We'll grab some ice since we're down here. Not that I super need it because we have the atmospheric water condenser now. I just like having the chest full. Which, to be fair, is 90% of the reason why I'm down here. It's because I just like having the chests all nice and filled up. So that I know I have everything I need whenever I need it. Is that logical? Absolutely not. But nobody's ever accused me of thinking logically. In fact, usually most people go, "What on earth were you thinking?" And I go, "I don't know. What were you thinking?" Alright, let's go back to base. Let's drop what I have in my pockets, and then we'll work on the ore extractors. Because I do have a couple of ore extractors to harvest. And I can also put up the biodome. We need the biodome and the biolab both up. You know, I wonder if I should put the lab down on the bottom and the dome up on top. Can I do that? Or do they both have that kind of a, like, two-level headroom thing? Because I think the biolab is a single headroom thing. I think. Okay, yeah, the biolab looks like it's a single floor. Maybe we do this one first. Look at that. All sorted out. Obsidian is back here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So, the only problem that I have with doing the biolab is the osmium. I'm out of osmium, so we can't do the biolab. Okay. So let's do the biodome then. If I can't have one, I'll take the other. Thank you very much. I need titanium. I need iron. No, we don't need iron. Okay. I thought that was iron. Serves me right for playing without my glasses on. And we need alloy. 3 alloy. Yeesh. Oh boy, this is a pricey boy. Okay. So here's the thing. Let's grab the biolab and put it... do I want to put it on the side or in the middle? I mean... Put it there. Alright. Guess what? We're out of power. Office is this way. How much are we over by? Does it tell me? Absolutely not. I'd have to add all... Well, here we go. Consumption. That's what, about 30? 40 watts? Okay. How much do the panels do? 20. So I'd need, what, at least 3 of those? Or 1 of those? Okay. Here's the plan. That's overflow. That's not the button I wanted. This is the one I wanted. Will this work without power? It should. Yes. Okay. Alright, what was I doing? This guy. Alloy. Okay, and water. I could put another one right up here, but I'd really rather not. Okay, look. Alright, look. Here's the plan. We're going to the Sandfall Canyon. That's what we're doing. We're going to go to Sandfall. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Sandfall Canyon and we're going to put up the 3 nuclear reactors into Sandfall Canyon. And that will leave me my very nice front yard, which is just a bunch of metal grates. But hey, it will leave me my beautiful yard that I can then walk around in. So let's see if I can find Sandfall Canyon without getting horrifically lost. Think that'll happen? I don't. Let's see if we can find Sandfall Canyon, shall we? Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop. Have I checked you before? I have. And now I will be sure that I have. Ah, here we go. Yes, I know. Warning, low power. Did you know that not only do you have low power, but you really shouldn't be out here without oxygen? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. This will bring us to Sandfall Canyon. So, Sand Falls is now my new terraformation canyon, is what I'm gonna do for that. Done! I'm not that dumb. I mean, I might be. But don't tell me that, for goodness sakes. You know what's really dumb is I should head back to base because I am gonna die. But like, here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna make it. Right? Like, even if I were to go hog wild and run directly back to base right now, I'm not gonna make it. So, like, here's what I'm gonna do instead of running Hog Wild and going directly back to base. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can't find obsidian somewhere. Or not obsidian, osmium. Here's my answer to that. Nope. Oh my gosh. So the sand particles here are really lagging out the game. The sand particles here are really lagging out the game. Is the big problem. Okay. Thank you. It dropped me right smack in the middle of the iridium box. Alright, look, we're gonna go down here. Thank you. And it looks like I need a snack as well, which I have plenty of snacks. Let's grab one of those for the road. Let's put away the 2 water. I have a couple new seeds. That's nice. Not that. Thank you. Aluminum. That is definitely cobalt. That is aluminum. Alright. Iron. And uranium. We have some uranium left. Okay, cool. Good to go. Alright, beep, 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 beep. And we can just put all these in food for emergencies. And I'll just keep that 1 bean on me. How are we doing? I was looking over here. How are we doing? Okay, so we're almost at liquid water. What is after liquid water? Is it breathable atmosphere? Because if it's breathable atmosphere, that is the final nail in the coffin of I really, really need that. What do you think? Is it? Kay, what are you doing? You little baby. Is it breathable atmosphere, though? Okay, we're almost at a T4 heater. Alright, look, oxygen production has almost halted. Like, I know it's not actually halted, but it has come very scarily close to halted. So, here's the thing. What can I put up to restart oxygen production? We can put up some more vegetubes. I think one of the rockets is an oxygen multiplier, but the question is it a uranium rocket or an iridium rocket that's an oxygen multiplier? Okay. Also, by the way, where did I put this? Right off here. Perfect. This gives us a whole new area of stuff to unlock. Okay, cool. Alright, look. So, here's the thing. Do we put up more vegetubes? Give me some air. We're very close to getting liquid water going. Alright, so do we put up more vegetubes, or do we go for... Well, you know what? I need at least an iridium rocket call down, right? And I know what that requires. Alright, that requires my rocket, 2 alloy, and silicone. So I did want to do that, so we'll do that. But I will check and see, because I'm pretty sure it's not the iridium rocket. I'm pretty sure the iridium rocket does pressure, and it's the uranium rocket that does oxygen. I'm pretty sure. Now, here's the thing. If I'm wrong, and if it's the iridium rocket that does oxygen, then we're all set. And I can just send up a uranium rocket and we'll be all good to go. And that'll be amazing. Right? That could be the plan. If the stream's still lagging for you, try refreshing. Because it doesn't seem to be super laggy on one of my babysitters, but it seems to be a little bit laggy on the other, so I don't know. The other one I can't really refresh. So, I don't know. Maybe. It's weird. Anyway, so we're going to go back to the Sandfall Canyon, okay? What I'm going to do is I am going to check Sandfall Canyon and launch an iridium rocket. I actually also want to start launching the iridium rockets because I feel like once I launch my first, like, my first meteor shower call down rocket, that's when we start getting the fun meteor showers. Not just the regular, average, old, boring meteor showers, but the fun ones. So I feel like we want to start doing that. Alright. Climb up here. Yes, I can do that. Tracks asteroids, gives a global generation, but pressure multiplier. Okay, so it's pressure and heat, not oxygen. Okay. Alright. I feel better about that. I do want to clip that one, though. For later. I would like a map. I should also probably put a beacon up. Bye! Bring down some really good meteors for me, okay? In fact, speaking of which, how about if I stand directly in the center here? Yeah. Call them right down into this basin. All on my head. I'm down with that. Yeah, I've got a bean. I'm down with that. Call them down onto my head. See? It works. Alright, close. Not exactly what I was aiming for. Alright, I'll take it. Where did he land? I don't know. Hi! Also onto that rock. We gonna have to get up on that rock. Okay, we're also gonna have to get up there. That's fine. You gonna land down here or up there? Somebody landed somewhere. Alright, so we're gonna have to get up there. Any more? One last hurrah? No. Okay, cool. That's fine. And that's why we call down the iridium rocket. Alright, up on top of this mountain, all covered in debris. There's nothing up here. Oh, I know I saw like 4 of them land up here. Thank you! Thank you. Any more in here? hate having to be in this one. This area is so difficult to see anything in. Alright. Let's go on top of the plateau up there, because a lot of them fell up there too. Well, I should build some. Ooh, hello! Let's go ahead and grab those. I should build some staircases though, because getting up here is going to be a pain in the butt. I know there's a couple more down in the sand. Alright, maybe if we look at mostly the sand and not really the particle effects, maybe we'll survive. Woo! We managed to survive most of that. Okay. Any more? Okay, hydration level low and oxygen level low. Thank you. You want to add food level low as well? I see. Thank you. One of these guys. Water! I could splash in that. If the game didn't freeze, I could splash in that. Oh, the lag! Okay, we're back. Let's just save it to be on the safe side. Okay. I don't like being up here. Woo, thank you. Just because there's so much particle effects. They really need to re-optimize this game just a little bit better. But, you know. I mean, I would love to have the option to turn off some of these particle effects. Because they're nice. But I super don't need to see all of this. I'm also pretty sure this is a grave site. Like, tell me this doesn't look like a grave marker. I'm also pretty sure we found us a grave zone. Ooh. We are full up. Alright, cool. Let's find our way out of here. You'd think that would be easy. But have you met me? I don't really do the whole finding my way out of places easily thing. What's with the drum beat in my ears? Please make it stop. No. Nothing interesting. I thought for a second there I saw super alloy and was like, oh my gosh, we have super alloy. But no, it's not super alloy. Okay. We do have water though, so we've hit liquid water. We have in fact hit liquid water. This is a bad idea, right? Because I have established that the shortcut is not open yet. Going in here was a dumb idea. Death is imminent because I don't have any more oxygen ups. So death is imminent. Okay. Yep, I knew that was coming. So, the shortcut is not open yet, so death is imminent. That's gonna happen. How close to home can we get before it happens? Not very. I doubt I'll even get out of the Sulphur Canyon. Oh, I will barely even get into the Sulphur Canyon. And death. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, okay. And we're back, and it has decided it still can't load proper because... Thank you! Okay. So we have magnesium, or iridium rods. Alright. So, here's the thing. When you're able to make iridium and uranium rods, it actually just behooves you to store them as iridium and uranium rods. Because, number one, that keeps everything nice and compact. But number two, I can also just build a recycling machine. And then when I need to, I can just recycle them back into iridium and uranium and it'll be fine. We need silicone, magnesium, and aluminum. I need silicone, magnesium, and aluminum. I think I need 2 aluminum. Yeah, I need 2 aluminum. Okay. Alright, now, I also need a rocket engine, which is going to be the difficult part. Okay, we need an iridium rod and uranium. And the really difficult part, alloy. Okay. Yes, we can build a rocket engine. Alright, now. I need 2 alloy. Is all I had left. Okay, now, the next thing I need is a beacon. And for that, I need titanium, silicone, and aluminum. Because I need to put this up here. Let's actually put it right up here at the front lawn. There we go. Let's say home. Alright, cool. Done. Now I have a home beacon. Now I will get less lost. I'm still gonna get lost. I'm still getting lost. Okay. Let's head to the Terraformation Canyon. I'm going to send up a mapping rocket. Actually, before we do any of that. Ooh, did you see it? I saw it. Did you see it? Did you see it? I saw it. The lake is forming. Which is kind of a double-edged sword. Office is this way. What am I thinking? Okay, yes. So next up is going to be lakes. And we're losing a lot of things. Oxygen has slowed to a crawl. Pressure is slowed to a crawl. And biomass isn't even moving, which biomass is the thing that I would have expected to be, like, ticking up dramatically right now. Okay. You see it? It's trying! We're starting to get a lake going. But do you also see what the problem is here? My atmospheric water condenser is about to be underwater. That's going to be a problem. Right? Like, that is going to be a problem. Okay. We need air. Okay. I need to make some air. Okay. This is gonna be a bad idea, but we gotta do it. Air. Okay, now, how much cobalt does that leave me with? Enough-ish. Okay, we'll make a little more. Well, maybe we shouldn't, right? Like, maybe we shouldn't. Two more things of air, and then we call it. Because I'm gonna be real with you, we are running low on cobalt. Alright, let's grab a bottle of water. Actually, let's grab it from the atmospheric water condenser. Thank you. Give me a bottle of water and let's head over to the terraformation canyon. I'm starting a lake. I'm starting a lake. Don't mind me. I'm just really excited for the lake to be a thing. So I like water. Particularly swimming in it. It's a load of fun. Oh, have y'all ever been scuba diving? Ooh, talk about fun. That's great. I don't have a C card, for any of you wondering, so I'm not like certified to scuba, but I have gone scuba diving as part of an excursion in Mexico once. Oh, it's so much fun. They didn't take us deep. Like, they didn't take us very deep. They left us in the shallows, so no decompression sickness or anything. But it was so much fun! Oh, if I ever get the money, my husband and I are getting C card certified and we're learning how to scuba. It'd be so much fun. It's gonna be so fun. Oh, scuba's great. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I'm too busy thinking of swimming with the fishies. And not busy enough being like, where was I going? What was I doing? Why was I doing it? Am I insane? Probably. Here we go. Sand Falls. This is my new terraformation canyon. Oh, Sandfall. Okay. Let's send up the map rocket, because I kind of need to do that. Thank you. Ready? Woo! Bye-bye! See you later! Bye! Do I get a map now? No, not yet. Okay. I still have a compass chip on me? I thought I... Oh! Oh, it's registering that compass chip. Oh! I don't want to give that one up. Okay, to do that, we need osmium and a super alloy rod. I do not have that kind of access to osmium. Like, that is not a thing that I have. Right? Like, I do not have that kind of access to osmium. So, let's go looking for more iridium. C. I will also take cobalt, because we are also very low on cobalt. Thank you. I would love to turn some of these particle effects down a bit. That would be great. Okay. Any more? Here we go. A nuclear reactor T2? Oh, that's very nice, game. Thank you. I will probably not be able to build a T2 nuclear reactor, but thank you for the thought. Pretty sure I picked this one clean. Yeah, I did. I picked this one clean. That's, well, okay, not of Zoisite, right? Like, the Zoisite is still there, but I don't super need the Zoisite yet. Yet being the keyword. I am going to need it soon. But I don't super need it yet. Alright. Apologies to my frame rates. I don't know of a better way to get up here yet. Apologies to my frame rates. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Yep. Now let's see if we can find anything else up here. I mean, cobalt. Thank you. What's over here? What's over here with these random spiky rocks? I see a wreck. Kind of. Just a satellite, though. Open! I can open that?! Hang on, I need to re-up. I can open this?! Could I also destroy it once it's been cleared out? Hang on. I must lose things for science. Okay. It is not destructible. Okay. Okay. Now I know. It is not destructible. Ooh. I can open that. Alright, so for reals though, how long has that been openable and I'm just an idiot and never knew? I'm willing to bet it's been openable since like version 0.05 or something. And I'm just an idiot. I'd believe it. I've met me. I'm kind of a moron. I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm kind of an idiot. Alright, let's head home though. And now that I have a nice little beacon that tells me which way home is, I'll never get lost again. Until I do. So that'll be great, right? Sorry, I might have borrowed that one from Buford. And I was right, until I wasn't. So I watch Phineas and Ferb unironically without children, it's fine. Look at that planet! That planet is so pretty! That planet is so pretty. Can I live on that one, please? Yes, please, on all fronts. Just re-up everything a little bit. Just a little bit. Ooh, I should not stop for cobalt, like I should not. I should head directly home. I should not be stopping for cobalt. Yet, here we are, with me decidedly stopped for cobalt. Ooh, we get a nice solar storm. Okay, okay, I can't do more than that. That's fine. Actually, I might be able to. Just the one. Alright, cool. Thank you. How are we looking on uranium? I'm sorry I asked. Okay, aluminum? Yeah, alright. Magnesium, we're actually overfilled on, that's fine. Silicone we're still struggling for. Let's put that in there. Splash. I'm gonna need to move my atmospheric water condenser if I want it to continue working. Like, I'm gonna need to do that. If I want it to continue working, it's gonna have to move. But I do want to splash in the water because I can. Okay, and maybe because we also need cobalt, but hey. Splishy splashy. I do need cobalt though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do need cobalt though. Just because cobalt makes air and is useful for other things. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but okay, we going back. We going back right now. I need to know what it takes to get a T5 backpack. I need to know what it takes right now. Alright. Tell me. Super alloy. Okay, hear me out. That might not be the worst thing in the world. I might be able to handle super alloy. Okay. We're just gonna have to do it the hard way. And the hard way means using a lot of my good resources. Okay, good. There we go. There we go. For... not that one. This one. Hold control. Click. There we go. Okay. And titanium. Alright. Oh. Alloy? Alloy. I just had the one left over, which I kind of figured was going to happen. But, I mean, really though, have you seen the backpack space? That is why this is necessary. Do I get another oxygen tank up? I might not. This might be it for oxygen tanks. It might be breathable atmosphere after that. Air filter. Oh no, air filter reduces oxygen consumption, so it's the air filter after that, I think. It's gonna be a while before we get there, though. Like, it's gonna be a while. We are going to need to find a way to boost oxygen ups and to boost pressure up. Biomass should be something completely different. Did I miss a thingy by people's? I did not. Okay, cool. Alright, what do we got? Yeah. Well, see, biomass is... Plants is actually stagnant, which is weird. Plants is actually completely stagnant. Okay. Because right now the only thing I can work on for biomass is plants, because I don't have insects or anything else. So there's that. But we're gonna need to up pressure. We're gonna need to up oxygen. Which means... we're probably gonna want to build another couple of heaters upstairs. Silicone, aluminum. How many rods do we have? Okay, we could do 5. Titanium. Not all of them. Yeesh. What the? Oh, hang on. My mouse is pushing a button it's not supposed to push. Yes, my mouse is on half the keyboard. You learn to deal. And aluminum. Okay. So, we'll just put these up here for now. Right. I could do another one. Oh, yeah, we were planning on doing 5. I need 3 uranium rods, a super alloy, explosive powder, though. That's going to be the hard part, is explosive powder. Okay, like, water's no problem. Super alloy is trouble, but no problem. Uranium is okay. Explosive powder, though, that I don't have. Alright, look. Hear me out. We do that. Alright, that saves me on resources anyway. Right? And that still gets us pressure going up, maybe? I pressed the wrong button. Button press wrong. Okay, here we go. I mean, that gets us heat going up. Way up. But no real significant change on pressure. Okay, look. We could always just go call down another iridium shower, right? Like, that worked out pretty well last time. That worked out pretty well last time. Splash. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna need to move that atmospheric water condenser. Okay. You know what? You wanna know what? We could go, after my mouse goes crazy because I took my hands off it and it slipped around. Let's go up here and check this guy. For that. Yeah? Alright, And then we can also check the other 2 extractors, right? Because that's one of my big problems, is I constantly forget to check the ore extractors. That's a thing that I have trouble with. Okay, I don't know why I'm bouncing through here. Well, I mean, I do. It's because I'm holding spacebar. I don't know why I'm holding spacebar, though. That is insanely silly of me. Okay. See, the whole reason I did that was because I want iron. Okay. Let's grab 2 air-ups. Not the water bottle. Although that would be nice. Okay, so. Did I see a chest up here? Storage chest blink out of existence? Nope. I did see water, though. Water's always nice. What are you? More water? More water. Freeze! There we go. More water. Okay. So let's go for the first ore extractor because we are kind of low on iridium. Just stating the facts. I am kind of low on iridium. There we go. Or uranium, sorry. Not iridium. Wrong element. I am kind of low on uranium, though. Alright, so we've got that. Now, I don't have enough space. I was going to be like, do I have enough space to go for the other ore extractor? I don't. I don't have enough space, so we can't go for the other ore extractor right now. We're going to have to go for dropping everything off that we've got in hand, and then we'll have to go check the other ore extractor. That should bring us full circle on iron. Which is good. We should have a nice full thing of iron. Look at my lake! My lake is starting to develop. I can run through the puddle. Just you wait until I can drink from this puddle. Thank you. Alright. And here we go. Iron. Not bad. Silicon. Better. Okay. Uranium. Yes, please. Cobalt. Yes. That's not what I wanted. Magnesium. Yes, please. Okay. Now, for the big one for silicon, right? Because I'm saying silicon is aluminum, and aluminum is iron, in theory. In theory. Aluminum took the place of where iron was supposed to be, and silicon took the place of where aluminum was supposed to be. Since I did a random roll on elements, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Okay. Not bad. Pretty decent haul on silicon. Not bad. Okay. And that does get us a lot more cobalt than I thought we would have. So, that's great. You know what else is great? I can still gather some more cobalt on our way back. We're definitely going to have to put down some more grass spreaders because that's going to help with plants, as well as I think it also helps with oxygen. but I am definitely going to want to get some more. What was the other thing we put? Oh, we put up one T4 veg tube out here. We should probably put up a couple more of those. That might help actually. Putting up a couple more T4 veg tubes might actually help my situation. If I see any cobalt, I get to grab it. Largely because cobalt is what I need for, hello. Cobalt is what I'm going to need for Windows, among other things. Hello? More cobalt! Game, you spoil me. How nice of you to leave all that cobalt out along my route home. Which will soon be underwater. Okay. Silicon. Better. 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 We can start breathing easier now. Oh. Iron is full. Okay. Cobalt is almost refilled, which is great, except we're going to need more air. So maybe a little less great. All right. Okay. So, what are we talking here? I don't know. I forgot what I was doing. Brain fart? I forgot what I was doing. Okay. I can build the fence. I wanted to build something else. What are windows? I need iron and cobalt. I wanted windows. Here, let's put the air and the water away. Give me iron. And give me cobalt. Okay. And let's start talking about a window. Yes, please. Ah, yes. Well, kind of. I mean, the thing is up there. It's fine. Alright, up here, please. Not worried about the sides. That's just going to look into mountain. That doesn't look into anything incredible. Alright. That's just going to look onto mountain. That might look down onto something else. That could be fun. Actually, I think we might actually deconstruct the window. I think what we're gonna do, hang on. Grab titanium, 2 more iron. Okay. What we're gonna do, instead of putting a window there, is I wanted to put a compartment there. Okay, and then we're gonna come here. Yes, I know this is pointless right now. But look at that, right? Okay. Now, I need water because it's yelling at me that my hydration level is low. Alright, I will be right back, guys. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to give you guys the break video, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I turned it off.
It'll probably make him more anxious.
Whatever happens here is over.
You have no clue. You didn't see what we saw.
I don't care. What exactly happened? I'm not sure. At the time it seemed so real. Now it's all
You know I'm working on that. Are you trying to help? Gonna help open Daddy's birthday present? Okay, are you helping? Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's a slight problem when you're playing a game that is all about, hey, do you need water? You need to drink more water. It really makes you think, hey, you know what I should do? I should drink more water. I actually am kind of thirsty. Which turns out to be a double-edged sword when you're streaming. Okay. So the water thing is still full, which is fine. I want to actually keep that as full as possible. Alright. Magnesium is full. Silicon is doing better. It's at least doing to a point where you could breathe. We could use some more cobalt. I say as I load up on cobalt to go build another window. Okay, so maybe I was hoping for 2 windows. You know what? No, I don't want a window here, actually. I want to turn that into, like, a sitting area, maybe. I would love, however, to put a window or 2 up here, but that means we would have to move the... Here, if I can do it from outside, maybe I can. See, if we put a window here, then we'd have to move these cabinets. And I'm not sure where I could move them. Other than maybe putting them upstairs. Well, now, there's a thought and a half, isn't it? What if we were to turn this area into storage? over here. Here. Heating over here. Right? You could put heating in here. You could turn this area into storage. We have this area for lab work. This would be the entry and exit zone. And then where would I put if I were to do this? Okay, that was not the button I meant to hit, just so you know. I meant to leave that in place, actually. Okay. So, I don't know. Do we want to move that upstairs, or do we want to just expand backwards on this? Okay. Here's a thought. Super alloy would be a problem, but not the worst problem I've ever had. Titanium, silicone, aluminum, and magnesium. Okay. And then we come over here, hold control. And that makes me 5 of these guys, right? And then we just need 3 iron and 3 titanium, which is not a big problem on either side at this point. Okay. And then what if we went hog wild? Actually, give me more iron. As much iron as I can spare for the moment. Why? I have a plan. Is it a good plan? Absolutely not. Okay. Actually, it should be out here, I think. Not under there. Okay. Cool. That would be the general plan. Now, if I were to do this, I would take this piece and I would try to put it under here. Okay. Not terrible, right? Let's deconstruct that window. I'd need more titanium to do that. Okay, cool. Not a problem. Not a problem. I can do that. And then the plan will be, after I expand some other stuff a bit here, we're going to expand out the base around the back. Okay, cool. And then here's going to be the plan. So let's expand the base out the back a little bit. Should probably... Alright. Go with me on this. I might be crazy. Okay. Hang with me on this. I might be insane, but I have a plan. Is it a good plan? 1010% no. But it is a plan. Okay. Give me another one of these bad boys. Let me back me up so I can see what I'm doing. There. Okay. Yeah? Now. I would like to put up a backyard. Okay. For some reason that doesn't fit there, and it should. Okay. Ah! It's just the rocks in the way. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so we have a backyard zone. I would like to reclaim that. Thank you. Alright. So now, we have a wraparound yard. I am almost dead. Thank you. Let's actually go downstairs to get water. Why? Because my atmospheric water condenser is just about underwater. Okay. I am needing to swim to get to my base now. Okay, what else are we going to need? I am going to need food. Okay. Thank you. You can be like, you really didn't need a bean for that, and I could be like, you are correct. I did not need a bean for that. But I've got way too much food. Which is a nice problem to have when you think about it. Okay. Cobalt and alloy. Let's put the alloy away as well. Thank you. Okay. And water goes into overflow because we have way too much water. Alright. So, here's going to be the plan. These two zones are going to be all storage. This... I will actually move. Where is... Here we go, my food grower. To right here. Thank you. Not deconstruct, put the bean back in. Okay, there we go. So that's my kitchen zone. Alright, let's move some lockers back here. I would love to prioritize putting them along the side. Do we want to do the side over here. Yeah. I want to do that primarily so that we can put at least one window back here, maybe two. Here, let's take uranium and put uranium into overflow. I will keep the iron. Here, let's put the iron in the iron thing for now. Magnesium's almost full. Silicon is almost full. Can I put air into overflow? Not fully, but I can put the rest of it into food. Okay. Well, you know what? No, because I want to keep air where it is. Should probably also not sacrifice the uranium as well. Alright, but you know what we can sacrifice? Special can get sacrificed for the cause. Iridium can get sacrificed to the cause. Plants is probably going to end up being a no-go. But heaven help me if I'm not going to try. Okay. So, let's start sacrificing items for the cause. Alright, now, let's rebuild those lockers. Back here. Okay. Lockers rebuilt. Now, before I go hog wild and go rebuilding more lockers, let's go take a look and see what I got in here. Got enough for a couple more lockers. I'll take it. I got enough for a few more lockers. I'll take it. Oh, Michael, you followed and I totally didn't see that. I am so sorry. Thank you for the follow, Michael. I did not even hear that go off. Was that while I was out on break? Probably not. I'm probably just an idiot. That happens. Mostly me being an idiot. Okay. There. So that should work for that. Temporarily. Now. We need this to be plants. Ice. Iridium. What else did we sacrifice for the cause? Special. Special. What else are we going to need to move back here? Aluminum. You know what? Let's change plants to aluminum. For good measure. Plants can go back here. Anybody else we're going to need to move? Cobalt. Okay. Cobalt. We're going to need to move cobalt for the cause as well, so. Titanium is not moving. Magnesium is also not moving. Cobalt is moving, but we'll move it in a minute. And iron is not moving. Okay. Cobalt. Thank you. Done. Ice. Oh, this is aluminum. Okay. And ice. Before I start deconstructing, let's just move what's going to have to move off the back wall. Okay. Ice is going to move. It is not registering what I want to destruct. Okay, there we go. Now it is registering what I want to destruct. Okay. Now, for this next section, I want to leave this back wall as open as I can. So let's say we put you here. And here. And we want to go there. Yeah, that's still maneuverable. Okay, I can do that. Alright, so we're going to change this to seeds, overflow, and alloy back there, and then we're going to move food, air, and water. Okay, so seeds, overflow, and actually let's put seeds back here. And make this alloy. Nope, nothing fun. Okay. Seeds. Unless it is something fun and I'm just an idiot. Overflow. Thank you. I can actually probably take that magnesium out of overflow. And alloy. No, it's nothing interesting. At least not until I start hearing things hit the ground. Nah, it's just a solar storm. Okay. And then this changes to food, water, and air. Yeah. And then we can put that in there and take that out. That goes with plants, please. I believe there's also plants in overflow. There is not. But there is magnesium. It doesn't necessarily belong. I am dying without water. Okay, let me grab some water. I meant to do that, please. Thank you. Alright, this can go back into overflow. Thank you. Speaking of water, move it all over. And air. Move it all over. Alright, now. All of that. So that I can do that. Let's put titanium back up over here. Titanium. Something to that effect. There we go. Now we can see out to the front yard. That was definitely not what I meant to do. Okay. Titanium. Okay, cool. Alright. Perfect. So that gives us a bit of a window out here so we can see what's going on. Which is nice. That gives us a bit of a window out this way. I actually want to consider putting a second door out here. So let's grab, where's my silicone? And I think I need titanium for this as well, so give me a titanium. And why not give me an iron just for good measure? going to be my back door area. I do need to put up some railings over here so I don't fall off, because I will fall off because I'm an idiot. So there's that. So we have kind of a window area out this way, so we can take a look out there. That we don't need to worry about windows because that's just going to look onto the mountains. Okay, you ready? And boop. And boop. And it's going to be a little tight, but there's still some maneuverability around the center there. So I will take that. And then we go boop. So that will all be lockers. Let's put some windows up around the back. Just a window. Okay, I will take a window. Cobalt, where did I leave that? Way too far back for comfort. Ooh. Okay. Cobalt is going to need to move up here. Okay. And what was Cobalt is going to be a nothing at the moment. There we go. That makes the place feel a little bit better, right? A little bit more open, a little bit prettier. Ah, very nice. Okay, atmospheric water condenser is once again full. Guys, I can swim now. That's a thing that happens. Okay. I can swim now. Not much in that, actually. Okay, we're gonna go check the extractors again and see if I get any more iron out of them. Yes, I said iron. Yes, I need iron. Thank you. And we're in. Okay. Iron. Actually, let's keep those. We can just use that to put up another window in the back. Is that smart? Absolutely not. Are we gonna do it? Absolutely. There we go. I could also probably do one of these as a door out back, so that we can come down the back way as well. Alright. So this is my little tiny baby office. It's ridiculously small. But look at this. We got some nice, it's looking nice. You know, it's not looking terrible. It's looking okay. So, magnesium is full. Titanium is almost empty. Silicon. Did silicon get moved? It did not. Okay. Cool. Alright, cool. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. No, I shouldn't need to bring water with me on this run. I will need to harvest these guys. Not yet. Okay. Well, we will harvest them in a few minutes. Let's go! I've got a lake. I've got a lake. Yes, I know we haven't officially reached lakes, but tell me this is not a lake. Alright, let's go to my extractors. I'm going to do my extractor thing. And then after we do the extractor thing, we're going to worry about... can't wait for the lake to get all the way up here. That'll be fun. I've got me a lake. After I take a look at the extractors and see what I've got as far as materials, we'll make a decision from there as to what we're going to do. I did need to expand the storage capacity though. Like that I absolutely have to do. And I'm not even done with expanding the storage capacity. We might even expand into the other room. Not bad. Do I have enough? I don't have enough to go see the other extractor. I was gonna go take a look at the silicone extractor, but I don't actually have enough to take a look at the silicone extractor. So that's a problem. Okay, cool. But look at this, we got a lake forming. And my house looks right over it, so that we'll have a beautiful lake view. In fact, my house is going to be right on top of it, so we'll have a lovely lake view. Yeah? Alright, so that gets me a little more iron. We're definitely going to need... Oh, I'm going to need a lot more. Okay, my atmospheric water condenser is going to need to move soon. I don't know why I'm pressing jump instead of, you know, walk. Okay, there we go. Cobalt. Better. Not doing horrific with those. Okay. Uranium. I should be able to... Ooh. I have iridium and specials in here, actually. Alright. So, hang on. Let's make this bioplastic. Okay. Let's make this special. You know what? Not special. Let's make this. Well, yeah, let's make this special for now. Because it's the last one that I have. No, I have one around the back. Okay, special. Iridium. Where did we leave that? Right here. Thank you. Overflow. Thank you. And fabric. Fabric. For now. And that's all plants. Okay, cool. There we go. All set. Why are you not lined up with the rest of them? I don't know, but that is definitely going to frustrate me. Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's rename them. Special and Cobalt. I know that makes no sense to anybody else, but it would have driven me insane. So, we're gonna do that way. Yeah. Alright. And then we'll put more down the middle here, and then we can put like one here. Or maybe an auto generator. And this room might also end up being more storage. And you could be saying, that seems like an overkill on storage. To which I will tell you, yep. Yep. That seems like an overkill on storage. It does, doesn't it? It seems like a massive overkill. Sorry. But it'll be fun. We'll have all the storage we could ever need. All the storage we could ever wish for. Alright. Not bad. I have a nice amount of iron there. You think we can just go over the mountains to get to where I need to go? Because it's right over the mountains. All over the mountains and through the woods. Well, there's really no through the woods, but over the mountains. It's like into the woods, but over the mountains. I hear buzzing, like we're expecting a meteor shower. No, it's just a solar storm. Oh, it might be a meteor shower. Nope, solar storm. The moons went black. Solar storm. Unless it's supposed to be a dust storm. Dust storm I could also see. Alright. But like, look at that. Isn't that so nice? Got the silicone is almost full. The iron is definitely empty. But, you know, I'll take it. That's fine with me. Cobalt. Cobalt is over here. Look at that. Cobalt is almost back to normal. Overflow. Thank you. I do need to go get water from the atmospheric water condenser. And again, I'm only really fussing about this because it won't be long until this doesn't actually, not powered. Yep. That's about what I thought. Because that kind of stuff don't work underwater. I don't know if y'all know this, but that stuff don't work underwater. It even works underwater. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Alright, sorry. Sorry, I had to. Alright, okay. Alright, look. Here's what we're gonna do. Give me an extra titanium and an extra silicone. I grabbed an extra one, right? Kay has spotted a delivery truck, and she is not happy about the fact that said delivery truck is out there without her. Okay. Here's the plan. Is this a good plan? No. But it is currently the only plan I've got to make my atmospheric water condenser work. We put it in the backyard. Okay? That's the plan. I grabbed the atmospheric water condenser. And I see about putting this sucker in the backyard. There. That's my plan. Is it a good plan? No. But to be fair, I've known that was coming for a while now. I have known we desperately need to do that. Now, with whatever iron I have left, it's not much. A little bit of fabric. I don't want to use too much of this, though. Too much. Leave the rest of that. Okay. You ready? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to go into this room. And I am going to go hog wild and put down a bed. Maybe against this wall. There we go. Now I have a bed. Look at that. We have an actual bedroom. Alright, now let's put the iron away. Not what I wanted. I wanted it away. Thank you. Let's grab some silicone. Definitely not all of it. Just a good amount of it. Okay. And let's talk railings. Because if you thought I was done with railings, you have not met me. Okay. I am a big fan of safety. Okay. I don't know, maybe it works better that way. Good enough. There we go. I'm a big fan of safety. Mostly because I'm also the idiot who would just go walking off the edge of the thing. That's also the reason why. Mostly because I'm the idiot that would go walking off the edge of the edge. I am that moron. I'm just saying. Alright, iron. You can be like, I thought you didn't want to use the last of your iron, and I can be like, you are correct. Except for when I do. No, I can't put it out there. Okay. You know what? That could work. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright. Okay. There we go. Won't let me do anything there. I could, well no, I can't really put it under there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Something to that effect, and then we'll put some railing or some stairways going down this way into the canyon. Once I get more iron. Speaking of getting more iron, since I'm out and since it's here. There we go. See? More iron, more silicone, we'll be good to go. And we'll have just, Well, maybe not the prettiest looking base, because I'm sure there are people who are way better at making things look pretty than me. But it'll definitely be the most functional. Alright, stairwell, please. Thank you. Thank you. That should be to the bottom. More or less. It's not exactly the bottom, but it's good enough. Okay. Cool. And then that gets me to the bottom. Oh, sorry. Oxygen, though. I just have to step inside and re-up for a quick second. Before I finish what I can for the night. Alright. That's it. That's what I can finish for the night. Yeah. That's nice, right? It's not the worst thing you've ever seen. Got a nice big backyard. Got a nice small front yard. We're 15% to lakes. And I want to put away the cobalt. Almost full on cobalt. That's nice. Okay, so takeaways. We're doing pretty good, actually. We're not doing horrendously. I was able to move the atmospheric water condenser, so we're going to start getting, more water out of it, which is great. We've got a back entrance now. What do we want to do tomorrow? Where is my office? Office. Alright, so tomorrow we're going to need to work on getting everything moving. Oxygen, heat, pressure, all of that. Probably going to want to build some veg tubes and some more grass spreaders tomorrow. And yes, I said tomorrow because it is that time for me. I gotta go. I've got this like annoying addiction to eating 3 times a day that I gotta go deal with, and I've got some housewife stuff to do, so I gotta head out. I will hopefully see you guys back tomorrow. I will be live. I am live every Wednesday to Sunday, somewhere between 8:30 and 9 a.m. Eastern or New York time, whichever's easiest for y'all to Google. And I will see you guys then. We will be doing more Planet Crafter because I really want to do Planet Crafter and find out the new story that they put in. Because I just finished implementing the story and I want to see the end. Okay. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.